Hello everyone, welcome to Fayette Regional's Health Talk. I'm Doug Fischesser.
And I'm Charity Moore. Thanks for joining us. Health Talk is made possible by TV3 and Fayette Regional Health System. This is a chance for viewers in the Whitewater Valley to get a closer look each month at specific health and wellness topics that affect each of us every day.
And Fayette Regional Health Talk is also your source for up-to-date health news and events that are important to Connersville, Fayette County, and the entire Whitewater Valley. Leading this edition of Health Talk is the announcement that the Community Sharing Food Pantry has moved locations. They will now be housed at the Kerrigan Lockhart Building at 2140 Indiana Avenue. Their hours of operation are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. As we mentioned last month, we would like to welcome our new orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Miller. Dr. Miller comes to us from Boone, Iowa. His services include total joint cases, including hips, carpal tunnel hand surgeries, and deals with a lot of sports injuries, including ACLs and shoulders. He has been board certified since 1988 and has been practicing for almost 30 years. We are very pleased to have Dr. Miller join our staff. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Miller, please call 765-825-4477.
As part of Fayette Regional's continuing efforts in community outreach, we are providing monthly screenings and activities at several locations. Starting with Wednesday, August 6th, we will be at the Fountain Place Apartments providing education and activities. We will also be at Southview Courts in Union County providing blood pressure and blood sugar screenings.
On Tuesday, August 12th, we will be at the Brookville Senior Center providing blood pressure and blood sugar screenings. On Monday, August 18th, we will be at Southview Courts in Union County providing activities and education.
Also, on Monday, August 18th, women of the Whitewater Valley are invited to participate in the 6th annual Celebrate Women's Day of Health presented by the Laurel Public Library in conjunction with Fayette Regional. This fun day of health is free from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. There will be a keynote speaker, light lunch, screenings, and pampering. Also on Saturday, August the 23rd, Fayette Regional team members and their families are invited to attend a picnic in the park from 12 to 2 p.m. Please see Tracy Winkler for more information.
On Wednesday, August 27th, we will be at the Connersville Senior Center providing activities and screenings. On Thursday, August 28th, Fayette Regional will host another blood drive in the atrium from 1 to 6 p.m.
Looking ahead to the month of September, we will host the 34th annual golf outing on Saturday, September 6th. And we'll talk to Doug later in the show about that. On Thursday, September 11th, we will be on hand providing screenings and education at the annual senior picnic at Quakertown, sponsored by Area 9.
On Saturday, September 13th, we will be participating in the Alzheimer's Walk in Richmond's Glenn Miller Park. Saturday, September 20th, we will have lots of screenings and education at the Franklin County Health Fair from 8:30 to 11:30 at the high school. We will also have our regularly scheduled screenings around the community as mentioned before. If you have a group or organization that would like Fayette Regional to provide screenings, education, or activities, please contact Charity at 827-8058 or charitym@fayetteregional.org. Lastly, congratulations to Abby Henry on being crowned Fayette County Fair Queen. She is the daughter of Stuart and Fayette Regional's Carrie Henry, team leader at Home Health.
And when we come back, we will have in our studio guests Dr. Mary Chambers and Dr. Dwayne Johnson with our pediatric health group.
Psych Services is a medically managed, short-term inpatient unit for seniors 65 years of age and older, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Please join me for a closer look at the new Fayette Regional Jerry Psych Services.
Hi and welcome back. Joining us today is Dr. Chambers and Dr. Johnson, pediatricians with Fayette Regional. Welcome, doctors. Let's just go ahead and get started with you. Dr. Chambers, what got you into practicing pediatrics?
I really enjoy working with the children. I also enjoy seeing them grow and develop and change through the years. So it's been very rewarding.
Cool. What about you, Dr. Johnson?
Well, it's pretty much the same thing. I like working with children. I like watching them grow up, trying to keep them healthy. But they're just a lot of fun and lots of energy and lots of ideas and things that help me keep me fresh, I guess.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about your guys' background. How long have you been practicing? Where are you from?
I've been in practice about 15 years. I went to medical school at Indiana University.
Okay.
And I grew up primarily in the Columbus, Indiana area.
Okay.
So this is a nice location for me. I'm kind of sort of home. So.
What about you, Doctor?
Oh, well, I grew up in Middletown, Ohio. That's not far from here. So I feel like I've come back to my roots. So I graduated from school there in Middletown, and after that I went to college at the U.S. Military Academy in West Point.
Wow.
But then I graduated from Wright State University, Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry, went on to UK Medical Center. And when I graduated from there, I spent 4 years in the Army in the U.S. Medical Corps and finished up my training in Texas and then finished up my training in Louisville. So I've been in Louisville for about 20 years and then decided I wanted to move to here to Connersville after coming and talk with everybody here and started to practice. So I'm the new kid on the block.
That's nice. With school coming up around the corner, by the time this airs, the kids will already be in school. What's our view as far as immunizations go? I know there's, that balance of, is it good, is it bad? How do we feel about immunizations? What's the importance?
Immunizations are extremely important. Some people will say, well, these diseases you're immunizing against haven't been around in years and years. And while that's true, we've made great progress decreasing a lot of diseases that have been around. Really, a lot of them are just a plane ride away. So if someone in your family has traveled, or even someone in your child's classroom has traveled to an area where children are not immunized and that child is not immunized, and they come back, they can definitely expose the whole school. In fact, we've seen different pockets in the nation where people have veered away from immunizing, and we have seen outbreaks of pertussis as well as measles and mumps.
Okay.
Yeah, immunizations are very important, and I think there's a lot of media out there regarding disinformation about immunizations. And of course, being a pediatrician, we're definitely for that. I've seen firsthand what happens if somebody doesn't get immunizations. I had a patient that developed meningitis, and we're able to save the patient. He walked away fine, but he lost his hearing. Oh. And so there are other things that happen, and with immunizations that we have to think about. That was before the Hib vaccine came out. Now that the Hib vaccines come out, we haven't seen hardly as much meningitis and those other problems with that. So when you get the misinformation, I think it's hard for the parents to realize just what they're dealing with and who to go to. And I'm going to tell them, go to your nearest pediatrician and talk with them.
So do you guys, I assume we provide immunizations in your office, is that correct?
That's correct.
Yes.
We participate in the Vaccines for Children program. We also participate in the online Indiana registry. And we also offer vaccinations for those that have commercial insurance as well.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. What are some of our issues, or maybe we don't have them, I don't know, but with childhood obesity, is that a real problem here in Fayette County? Do you see that in your office a lot?
Childhood obesity is everywhere, I think. And I've talked to other people about this before, and I think at this point we really need to educate the parents and the children on just what proper food is and what the portions are, what the calorie intake is, which foods are good for you. It's become a convenience society.
It has.
So we end up going to McDonald's, Burger King, those type of things, and they have food there that's protein and things like that, but they also have extra calories and extra salt and things like that. If we can teach our parents good choices, healthy choices, I think we'll start to see a decline. We're seeing more childhood obesity as the time goes, and we're seeing more diabetes, type 2 diabetes in children. And we've really got to figure out how to turn the tide on that.
So what are some, I don't know if it's a quick, easy fix, but what are some tips to give parents, when they're on the go? And, I know some of our guests that we've had, you're going from one sport to the next, to the clubs and this, that, and the other, and it's the drive-through. So what are some tips to help parents maybe prepare a more nutritional meal for them or a snack?
So one option that parents do have, if they're able to, is to pack their own snack or meal, and they can get drinks through the drive-through. If that's not an option and you're still stuck going through the drive-through, we encourage you to go for smaller portion sizes, things that are grilled instead of fried, and also many restaurants have the option to get carrot sticks or apple slices in lieu of fries.
French fries.
So
Yes.
we encourage folks to go for those options. Another one that's easy is to change out that dessert that you have to have for a piece of fruit. We all need fruits and vegetables, and those are easy ways to get them.
We got to de-supersize it. The portions are too big in a lot of places.
That's true.
And I've actually been paying more attention myself to what I've been eating and realizing that when I go to the restaurants, they give me too much. And so it really helps to start trying to prepare more meals at home or fix meals that are easier to prepare. A lot of parents want to buy the quick fix, stick in the microwave things, and those are usually too many calories.
We're the chicken nugget fan at the house. It's easy for the kids to do, but that's.
And on occasion, some chicken nuggets are fine, but one should not live on chicken nuggets alone.
Yes. I'm finding that the soft drinks are a problem too.
Guilty.
We're getting huge size cups, and the calorie intake for each. People aren't counting those calories as part of what they're eating and drinking, and the weight's going up.
You could easily consume the same number of calories in a loaf of bread if you just sat down and had one or two 16 to 20 ounce sodas with sugar. No one would dream of sitting down and eating a loaf of bread for a snack, but
That's true.
that's essentially the same thing that happens.
That's what's happening.
In your guys' office, do you have information if parents would want to come by and maybe do you have like cheat sheets of, nutritional meals, or can they just come in and talk to you about nutrition?
Oh, anytime. Yeah, there's lots of handouts that we have, and we can give to parents, and information we can give to parents. I stumbled across a website, buildinghealthykids.com.
Okay.
Love that website. It's got lots of good information on getting the right nutrient information. One of the things I like, it's got a school box lunch menu builder, so you can kind of pick choices for your school box lunch. It puts them in there, and you can print that out and go buy those at the grocery, and that way you know exactly how many calories before they even start. So I'm not sure what all that she has throughout the office, but we've got lots of supplies.
Okay.
We do have some other handouts available. Another good website is healthychildren.org. And they have tips for parents and children.
Yes.
And also the CDC has I think they've launched a campaign, Build My Plate.
Yes.
And so they have lots of ideas on trying to increase our number of fruits and vegetables that we get into a day. We like to encourage people to try and eat a rainbow every day.
Yes, that's.
Because then
What's the rainbow concept? What is that?
all the different colors of fruits and vegetables.
Oh, okay. Eat a
you know,
rainbow.
eat
Eat a
a
rainbow.
I mentioned vegetables to people, and that's part of their education, and then they say, oh, he eats corn. And so we've got to get some more green vegetables in there, and red and purple, all those different kinds of vegetables.
Okay. Now, do you guys have a recommendation for kids on their activity level? You know, because we're in the video game stage and popping in a DVD, and kids are sitting a lot more than what, you know, they used to. So is there like a get up and go kind of?
So we ask parents to limit screen time to 2 hours a day, and we strongly encourage folks to be active for at least 60 minutes a day.
Yes.
Some of our children who are in organized sports meet that quite easily.
Right.
For others, it's a bit of a challenge, but you could even start with, you know, if you walk to school with mom and dad, that may be, you know, 10 minutes. If you play hard out at recess, you might get another 10 or 15 minutes in. And then if you played outside at home or took your dog for a walk or rode your bike, but it's trying to get 60 minutes a day.
And it's not 60 minutes all at one time, right?
No, 60 minutes in that 24-hour day, which of course part of it you're sleeping. But it's hard for some families to do that. And if I can get them doing 30 minutes, that's a start. Mm-hmm. And then we move up from there. But yes, you got to get outside more, do things. And I tell them to start with walking. Don't try to join a gym and do that. Start with walking. Start with just getting outdoors and doing something. Go to the park and walk. And it gets easier as you do that.
Okay. Where was I going to go with this?
I was going to say it's also a good idea if you can incorporate some family time into it. Some of my families have found that in the course of taking the dog for a walk, that everybody gets out to walk, and you know, eventually they've shared some really good times, you know,
And
talking
quality
about
time.
their day, or you know, just different activities that they'll stumble across as they're outside together.
Is there a caloric intake that you guys present for children, or do we not look at that yet at those ages?
Well, calories are important. It varies depending on which age they are.
Okay.
And which foods. And that was one thing I liked about the website. It had that information on there as far as caloric intake and calories and how it changes for the age. I find that if we can get them eating the right foods, just really increasing the vegetables, drinking the milk, drinking the water, just that simple, the caloric intake improves dramatically. A lot of our children are eating pastas. They like mac and cheese and beef spaghetti and ravioli, and because they'll eat it. And I tell the parents, take the pastas away and start giving the fruits and vegetables. And if that's the only choices, the calorie intake will fix itself.
Okay. How's the practice going? Do you have lots of patients coming in?
We do. For those who don't know, in February we relocated our office. We moved from our 2004 Indiana location up to 3542 Northwestern Avenue, so that our office is right next to Dr. Nguyen and Dr. Landry.
Perfect.
And we're enjoying more space and more rooms. And we're very pleased to have Dr. Johnson join us. So we're anticipating being ready for a full back-to-school
Dr.
season.
Chambers been here for 5 years, and they went from a tiny place to a nice big office now. And we're waiting for you guys to come in and join us.
All right.
Okay.
Well, do you have anything else you would like to talk about that we didn't touch on?
That's pretty much it.
Pretty much it?
We really think it's important for the parents to get in. Now is the time. We're not as busy right now. Get in and get those immunizations and school physicals and all of that stuff. School's right just around the corner. Mm-hmm. And I'm real big on trying to push the children's health as far as the obesity and eating and all of that. So.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us. And if you would like to schedule an appointment with Dr. Chambers or Dr. Johnson, please give their office a call. That number is 765-827-8090. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If 70 to 90% of people with a mental illness can get better with proper treatment, why are people so afraid to ask for help? Many people don't seek the help they need and miss out on the fullness of life. It doesn't have to be that way. As with any illness, proper and timely treatment can make all the difference. Be informed, get help, and live life. For information about mental illness and treatment, contact Fayette Regional Care Pavilion at 765-827-7890 or 765-827-8022.
Welcome back. Doug, earlier we had announced the upcoming golf outing that's going to be Saturday, September the 6th. Would you like to tell us a little bit about this special event for you and the hospital?
Well, sure. We're looking forward to it. Obviously, the golf outing is one of our 3 main fundraisers during the year. It is, this year it's going to be the weekend after Labor Day.
Okay.
In years past, the last 4 or 5 years, it's been the weekend before Labor Day, but this being the 34th year, obviously it's been one of the most popular outings in the area for many years, so we're looking forward to a great day of golf.
Can you tell us a little bit about how this process works? Do we have sponsorships?
Well, right off, we have a couple different ways to sponsor. We have team sponsorships.
Okay.
We have a Double Eagle sponsorship, which is our main top sponsor, and that includes a team in the outing, a 5-man team in the outing, a whole sponsor sign. We put out a pin flag, and we display the banners out at the country club. Also, we have recognition at the event for our Double Eagle sponsors, and also along with that, a little Winger duffel bag, which we give something away every year along with the main sponsorship. We also have an Eagle sponsorship, which entails one team, one 5-man team. We also put a whole sponsor sign out, pin flag, and also recognition at the event. And we also have a birdie sponsorship, which is people can, if they can't field a full team, they'll put in 2 members. We also put a whole sponsor sign out for them also, and also recognition at the event. And then just the regular sponsorship is a 1 5-man team. And along with that, everyone gets a shirt and some other goodies. And also we have a lot of vendors and suppliers that help out with door prizes and things like that. So it's a fun day with a lot of things to do. We also have for people that maybe can't participate and can't play, we have a cart sponsorship, and also food and beverage sponsorship, and also a pin sponsor. And we also do a lot of whole sponsors for people, as I said, that can't play but might want to advertise at the outing. So like I say, we have a full array of sponsorships, and it's very good. It works out well.
Nice. How do people get registered? How's that process work?
Well, the flyers are printed, and they are now in the mail. And also, too, if you want some information, give us a call at the foundation office. We can send a flyer, obviously, by email. But if you have any questions, give us a call. Call myself or call you at the foundation office. And but the flyers are in the mail, going out to various businesses and people that have played in the past. So
okay,
they are in the mail.
How many teams do we normally expect to play in this? Is it something set, or does it vary year to year?
Well, we usually try to get, we have 2 sessions of play. We have a morning session that starts at 7:30 in the morning, and also we have an afternoon session that starts at 1:30. And we typically get anywhere from 18 to 20 teams. And as I mentioned before, they're 5-man teams. So we put a lot of players out on the golf course. It's a full day of play. So. But there are 2 sessions. A lot of people like to play in the morning because it's a little bit cooler, but we also usually fill the afternoon session also. So anywhere from 18 to 20 teams.
Do golfers ever double dip? Do some of them golf in the morning and come back and golf in the afternoon?
Some do. We have 3 or 4 or 5 teams that do that. Maybe change up. They may have an all-men's team in the morning, and then if their wives want to play, we have a mixed division also. So yes, we do have people that do that.
All right. You mentioned the times, 7:30 and 1:30. What time should golfers actually show up to the Willowbrook?
Actually, the day of the tournament, we have registration starts at 6:30,
okay.
And like I said, the morning session starts at 7:30. Usually goes till about 12 or 12:30. We have from 10 to 2, we serve lunch. So we sort of get the golfers in the morning to grab something after they get done playing, and then we have, again, we have lunch for the afternoon people that start at 1:30. So we kind of works out well. So we kind of get a chance to feed everybody, and then, as I said, the afternoon session starts at 1:30. Usually gets over around 6 o'clock.
So you mentioned lunch. I love food. What's on the menu for that day?
Well, we've got a couple of the guys at the hospital, Randy White and Roy Cup. They cook up some pretty mean burgers and brats and things like that. So, and we have coleslaw and baked beans and things like that. So we have a lot of goodies that Mary Lou in the kitchen work up too. So it's a great meal.
Nice. What kind of format will the golfers have for the day? How does
we play what is typically called a scramble. Most golf outings we play a 5-man scramble. What it does, it gets everybody a chance to hit your tee shot. Actually, all the shots. Everyone hits a tee shot. You take your best shot and go to the next shot. Everyone hits a shot, gets a chance to putt. So whether you're a really good player or a mediocre player or somebody that's just started, you still get a chance to hit all the shots, and it's a fun way to play most normal golf outings. So we're a little bit different since we have 5 players. Most outings have 4 players, but we're a little unique in the fact that we've kept a 5-player scramble through the years, and I think it's unique, and we have a lot of fun.
Is there anything else about the golf outing you want to plug?
Well, let's see. Other than if you have any questions, give us a call. We'll send out the information to you and sign you up. And obviously, we're looking for hole sponsors, pin sponsors, those types of things. And so we. All of our vendors and suppliers, and like I said, if you don't get a chance to play, we can do a whole sponsor and do a little bit of advertising for you.
Okay, and I assume there's going to be lots of freebies on hand for all of our golfers, and
there will be. We'll have some raffles. We have a skin pot for the day, and also we have 50/50 drawings, things like that. So It's a full day of golf, and it's a fun time.
Awesome. Hopefully, I'll get to drive the golf cart again this year.
You can. You're pretty good at that. So I'm
learning. I'm not the golfer.
I'm sure we could work that out. We'll just keep our fingers crossed for some great weather on September 6th.
Absolutely. All right.
Thank you. And that's all the time we have today. We look forward to everyone joining us again next time on Fayette Regional's Health Talk. I'm Doug Fischesser.
And I'm Charity Moore.
Stay healthy, Connorsville.